background, but it wouldn't be Late Night Parents if it wasn't. Two of my brothers are in the queue. They're live. What's going on, Tony D?
What's good? How's everybody doing? What's happening, man? Appreciate you as always.
Man, it's going. It's going. So, big shout out to Mr. 2 Extra. What's going on, brother? And new to, well, not so much new to Haps, but a new live streamer. We got my man Ace World from the Sunday Night Smoke podcast in here. Ace World, what's going on, man?
What's going on? Good evening, fellas. Good evening, everybody out there listening. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man. What's up with you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're starting this off right. Mr. 2 Extra, thank you for the Stay Safe Award.
Word.
We setting this off right. So I've got to do some, well, it should have been pre-pro work, but I'm going to go offline for a second. Tony D, if you will be so kind as to handle hosting duties and let Ace World tell you about the Sunday Night Smoke podcast.
Let's run it. I got you.
Yes, sir.
What you got, bro? Go ahead and talk to us real quick.
All right. My name is Ace World. Every Sunday night, broadcasting live on Haps TV right here. 8 p.m. Eastern time. We have the Sunday Night Smoke podcast. And it's pretty much it's a podcast where we have different topics every Sunday night. Different submitted topics by the listeners. So actually they email in at sundaynightsmoke@gmail, and they I get topics submitted on what we should talk about on Sundays.
Right.
So what I would do is I go through it Monday morning, pull up something, and set it up for the next Sunday. Pretty much, if we have anything dramatic or trending that that's making major waves throughout the week, we can add it on to the topic, or switch it up, switch up the programming list, depending on what's going on in the world. But we try to keep it current in topic,
right?
As far as topic wise, like things that are kind of going on and currently in the news, in the world news.
Current time. Everybody abreast of what's going on. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we kind of give a kind of it's definitely adult, rated R, because it's a call-in. It's actually a live call-in show.
Right.
Now it's a live call-in show also. So we podcast live, and we take live callers during the show. So sometimes the callers get, sometimes you may get a little F-bomb here or there or something like that, and you may get one from me here or there. Or
it just means you're to give them back. That's all that means. I'm good with you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, it's just not. You know what? It's not. So as far as like the any hostility from the callers are directed at me, but just like maybe they have strong opinions on what we're talking about. So some people just let it fly.
Then there's a debate on the facts and debate on the information, debate on the research. That's usual. That's normal. Like I tell everybody, always get all your information, put them together, and let's see what we got instead of trying to call somebody out for what they don't know. And I got you on that. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And it's more so. And you know what? The thing is now, it's not a. It's let me come a little closer to this mic. It's not a debate platform. It's more so. It's called Sunday Night Smoke podcast, and it's not for physically smoking, it's for that smoke. So if you feel passionate about a topic and you got some smoke, bring it.
Yeah.
And I'll let you air this out. I'll let you smoke out. I'm not gonna interrupt you and say, well, hey, no, well, I feel this way, or I think. It's not about me. It's a show by the people for the people.
Absolutely.
So this is just about it's an open platform. It's an open platform, a forum, where we just have an open discussion, and I invite people to call in live, and we take it from there, and it's uncensored and unfiltered.
It's grown folks radio. That's right. Grown folks radio.
definitely grown folk radio. It's I mean, I don't really we're not dealing with any type of hate speech or anything crazy like that, because then you can get you'll be, your phone, the call will be terminated, of course.
As of right now, that's the biggest thing. Aside from smoke, we don't need any hate speech or anything, because all the social media platforms are wary of it because it's costing them in the long run as well. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah. So I I'm on the board. So if you a little too loose off the handle, I got to clip you. You know how that goes. Yeah. So we let you get your piece in, but not, you're not gonna get crazy, reckless.
So what's the biggest thing that's been happening lately? That's been
lately, to be honest, we have the push by President Joe Biden to vaccinate 75% of Americans. That's kind of I don't know what's trending internet wise, but as far as on my radar, that's kind of been the last few days since late last weekend. That's I guess maybe Thursday or when that rolled out, that information. So now we see that the vaccine is readily available in local pharmacies where you don't have to make a reservation to get vaccinated.
Okay, let me ask you a question then, because that is a very big topic. And one thing that I do up here myself, and I told Ted this, I told everybody since I came up here, the biggest topic I cover or try to keep my eyes on as far as hats would be the pandemic, because that's the one thing everybody in the world's got in common. So everybody around here relates to whatever information we got. We could compare the notes and look at what's going on everywhere. I was against the vaccine, but I did wind up taking it. And I tell people that I took it mainly because of my work area. I'm an aircraft mechanic. I'm around 50, 60 people a day. I'm around people who have been close contact, people that have tested positive. We've had a few people pass away. So I started going in on my own caution for my own protection. I know people are against. I know people look at you sideways these days if you get it. Some look at you sideways if you don't. My whole thing is where you at and what you're around and what you got to be concerned about. Some people got to worry about family. I know some guys that are first responders. How are we going to get mad at them when they got to deal with people who got it? And then if they don't get it, they're going to mess around dying trying to keep. So I ain't mad at nobody. So my whole thing with the vaccines and everything, the side effects would be something that I would bring up in the conversation as of right now, mainly because one of what they've told us, and two, for the people who did get vaccinated, have they gone through anything? So let me ask you, if you don't mind, if you have or if you have not, have you gone through anything? And if you haven't, what have you seen that has been controversial in your eyes? Hey, Brenda, how you doing?
Well, me personally, shout out to Brenda. We see you.
Yeah, she been checking on me since I was sick last week. I'll get on that later, but yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, no problem. But as far as myself, I have not been vaccinated.
Right.
I'm not really I want to be politically correct though. That's why I choose my words very wisely.
Nah, you good. We're gonna try not to cuss because you keep it for the family and everything. So, but you good. Go for it.
I gotta keep it on this platform. I'm not up for it. I'm not considering it at this point in time. Actually, I'm going to be covering that on my show. I don't mean to do plugs over here, but that's going to be.
Bro, you good to plug it because everybody backs each other up. Everybody subscribes to each other. You knew the Haps, so you've been on Haps for a minute.
The last month. So I'm about.
Let me put you that you're new. Going to December, everybody up here subscribes to each other regardless. You're going to have your broadcast that we can jump in on. You're going to have your own thing, but we all got each other's back. So from me to you, I would suggest, and allow me this meeting. This is our first time meeting.
Yes.
Both of yours. We all do it. Anybody who take it personal, you just unsubscribe or sit your ass down like a damn wave with your, I understand, but come on, man, ass. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, listen, I'm up for the smoke, but I'm just saying, but basically, that's a topic that we were planning that I actually have on slate to cover. And I would definitely extend the invite to you. And
I'll be there. I'm gonna hit you up after this too. I'm gonna be there.
Yes, and this is this Sunday we have a special Mother's Day episode going on, so we'll have something. Yes, only Sunday we're gonna.
You mind if I bring my man up here? Let me see if I can. I don't think I can bring him up.
Sure. Do you have
I don't. Actually, hold on. Mr. Tru Extra, my man's not on right now. I'm gonna let him know that you wanted to come up when he comes back online. So just stick around, but I see your request, man. We got you covered. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No problem. Mr. Tru Extra, we get him in once Ted comes back in the building.
Once Ted come back, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a topic that we planned on tackling the Sunday after next. So that'll be on the I believe that's the let's see.
Two Sundays. I got you covered.
Yeah, not this Sunday, following Sunday, but I'll definitely extend the invite to you and Mr. Hicks. I would definitely like to have a more in-depth conversation about that topic.
Oh yeah.
And I want to hear what a lot of the people outside have to say about it.
I just invited you. Look and check out your notifications.
I got you, man. Mr. Tru Extra, go ahead and check your invites, man. You should have got one. Any complications, holler at me. I got you, Ted, man. Okay, so you're gonna say that for Sunday. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, so you big on Mother's Day. Okay, Tony. Mm-hmm.
You big on sports?
Oh yeah, I do sports. Let's do it.
Sports, okay. Well, I didn't get too deep into the draft only because I was half sick, but I was trying to watch some of it, and I got some reservations here and all that good stuff. My whole thing, I don't know who your home squad is. You know, I watch a few teams because I do fantasy sports as well.
Okay.
I didn't know how you felt about the draft or what was going on. Ted's got a homeboy named Mike Patton. He goes in deep, and I want to say that one night for when he gets on board because, he goes in heavy. He goes in like around the horn ESPN heavy. He knows number stats and all, you know.
That's lovely because I'm definitely light with it. I'm light as far as I'm more so into the professional scene as far as like the major league teams like, you know, NFL, NBA, opposed to the college. Like my college game is suspect at best.
Mine too. It's 200 teams playing sports. I ain't got time to be chasing everybody's high school career, their grades and the girls and who, you know, I ain't got time for all that, man. Who playing the game? That's all I want to know.
Facts. Who's playing? Who hit hard?
I'm done with all that.
All the other stuff. Yeah, that's what I kind of focus on. So I can actually say that my as far as like the players that are drafted and stuff, I don't know too much on them. So for example, like Jets, NFL draft, Jets.
Yeah, that's my home squad. They're killing me.
So now if I would see that they draft XYZ, then I would have to go and research the player and try to pull up some tape on him and see who he is and what he's done. You know, pull up a little highlight reel on YouTube or something, you know, comb some social media platforms and try to see.
Well, let me help you out. You a Jets fan?
Pretty much, yes. I'm a Jets fan. I was born up there, so I always love the underdog.
But let me go ahead and give you the heads up because I was watching NFL Live today. They're trying to catch up your boy already. What's his name? Zach Wilson. But here's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
They gassed us up with Sam Darnold and look what happened. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just going to sit back and watch. It's still predicted to be the bottom of the division based on everybody else, and I already saw that early. So
yeah, we definitely.
I don't know what they're going to do right now. It's looking like Miami and Buffalo and New England going to take over as normal. So the Jets are going to be out the loop. I also hold on a second, Mr. Tru Extra. You don't see it. Do yourself a favor, bro. Come off of this real quick. Look at your notifications. You'll see it when it pops up. When you
refresh,
refresh the page. You'll see the notification up there. When you hit the notification saying you've been invited, it's going to have a big red dot. It's going to ask you to allow access. And then when you hit allow access, which one you're going to allow, then it'll show whether you can start your own broadcast or you could join this broadcast right afterwards. If you still don't see it, get at me. I got you covered. But what else was I going to say? I follow Dallas every now and then because I've been running with them since '83 when I moved to Virginia, and I ain't have cable, and I couldn't watch no Jets games because I was somewhere out of my zone, and I couldn't stand the Redskins. So Dallas is suspect. This is a decent 500. Just letting everybody know. Even with the draft picks, we still got to see what's going to happen. I am a CD Lamb fan. That dude is the truth. Let it be known. I don't care who says what. When I play fantasy, he is my first wide receiver I'm drafting. My third team that I watch, being in the Southeast, is the Carolina Panthers, to which I will say I am predicting will be the most interesting team this season.
Oh man, they got Donald.
Pretty interesting moves. I don't know who caught it. I don't know who sees it.
I see it coming.
Yeah, when Christian McCaffrey comes back.
Oh man,
if he goes down, this season will be similar to last year. And I don't care what nobody says about Sam Darnold. He has not had a chance to prove himself properly. And when I have watched some of his games, my man can play.
I want to keep him.
Everybody out there, he can play. He just didn't have enough of a squad with the Jets because there's more going on with the Jets than what's on the field. And I'll tell anybody that. If you don't believe me, I want you to go back on Real Sports with Brian Gumble on HBO and watch the interview Rex Ryan did. He told y'all everything you needed to know about what's wrong with the Jets.
This
team is up above.
At best.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I caught that. It's up above. Rex Ryan had everything to get to the Super Bowl with Sanchez, who nobody respects, and they still didn't make it. And then they started trading people, and it drove him nuts. I understand where he's coming from. That's what's wrong with the Jets. I'm going to throw that out there. Other than that, as far as the draft, I am 100% pissed that Najee Harris went to the Steelers. I am going to be the big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I mean, Pittsburgh Steelers hater this season because I wanted Najee Harris on the Jets. I said it. Get mad at me. I don't care who you are, where you're from, who you root for, who you're married to, how many kids you got, or where you work at. I'm doing it. I'm doing it because Najee Harris is the truth. He went to the Steelers, and all jokes aside, that is an excellent move, not only by the Steelers, but for Najee Harris because they are going to capitalize on him big time, and he is going to make the numbers that I wanted him to make anywhere that he went. But I keep saying right now. I didn't mean to rant. It just started. I ain't even cracked my bottle yet. For those of you all who are new, your boy got his bottle tonight. It's on and popping. Mr. Tru Extra, I see you trying to get live, brother. Go ahead and get right.
That bottle looking good over there.
Yes,
I hear you.
Yes, sir. We're going to get on that later. Let me get my man up here. We see you, man. I don't have no audio. You know how to work this working?
Hang tight. Ted, you have to pull him in. There you go.
You got him. Check your mic and check your camera.
Yeah, pull your camera back. Get your mic.
Appreciate you, Brenda. I see you, Brenda. Appreciate you. All right, I heard you for a second, Tru Extra. Where you at, bro?
I'm from Virginia.
I see you. Boy, you got a strong beard. I swear for God, that's a strong beard. What's up with you, man?
Shirt.
Appreciate it, man. I haven't been growing it that long, man. My hair just so fast.
That's fine. What part of VA you in?
I'm in a small place, man, where the mall is Walmart.
Which one of y'all got a radio in the background?
Music or radio in the background, somebody?
I got radio in the background.
Appreciate you coming through, Natasha. Appreciate that.
Hey, Natasha. What part of VA I used to live in Virginia, man. You good. What part of VA you in?
It's a little small place called South Boston. Real small.
It's called what?
South Boston.
Yeah,
I wasn't born there. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't born there. I came here to a marriage I was in there.
I hear it in your accent. You wasn't born there, so I know why you did the first.
Yeah, I wasn't born there. No.
I used to live in Virginia Beach, so I know where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Virginia Beach is actually 4 hours away from where I'm
on the other side of the state.
Yeah.
I hear you. Well, welcome aboard, man. Like I said, we're just chopping it up real quick. It's my first time meeting my man while Ted getting his stuff straight. So, you're a sports fan. You big on the pandemic. What's on your mind real quick? About just 5 minutes.
Well, I'm not really. I'm not into sports like that. I did one down with sports. So my team is the Lakers. When it comes to basketball, female as well as male.
2X. I'm sorry, brother. You have music in the background playing?
I think that's Ted working this stuff out. Ted, hit your mute real quick. Yeah.
Somebody got music playing?
Ted's still working his bug. He good.
Okay, I'm sorry, 2X. Continue, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I've been broadcasting for 7 years off and on. It started as therapy for me, when I was going through my divorce. And as broadcasting, I found out that people around the world was going through some of the same things I was going through. I thought I was the only one going through what I was going through. But worldwide, overseas, in other countries, they were going through, and some of them couldn't speak upon what they were going through due to, the laws that over there. They can go
and the situation itself. Right.
Yeah, couldn't speak on it, man. But it's platforms like this, gave them chance to say a few things about what's going on. They couldn't say still too much because people talk over there in those overseas, and that's where I started doing broadcasting. I've been doing broadcasting ever since on different apps. I got into politics, part of it where I just was doing it for money. But Natasha, tell you, we started from the same app called Friend Life, where we broadcast content like this. It won't no twerking and all that. It was real content. Don't get me wrong. There, I'm a
No,
man.
I'm with you. But you know what? The fact that you said it was therapy and you've been doing it for some years. See, Ted done messed around and started something right now. He don't even know it. And Natasha, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to you since this your partner. He bigs you up. So as of right now, this platform is growing, and we're going to get as many people as we can because the screen can hold 8 people. And 1 week we're going to get all 8, and we're going to do this.
Oh yeah. Now here's something I put out to you. What I'm trying to do. I want to do a forum or a show I want to call Perspective. And what I want to do, I want to have 4 women and 4 men, and I want the people down there to give us a situation. And I want us to tell.
Want to do this? You really want to do that?
Yeah. I want them to tell the truth about it. I want to see the difference between the way a man thinks and a woman thinks.
That's going to be good. That's going to be big, bro. That's going to be big.
The real difference is there really a difference with the way men think and the way women think? And
Yes.
we got four different or women also from different aspects of the world, different aspects of life, different variety of colors. And we're talking about whatever they want us to talk about, whatever the situation is, and we react. We tell them how we honestly going to react to it. That's something I want to do.
We're going to be, listen, we're going to be BET Radio if you do that. You know that, right?
I'm with that, man. I have my own podcast show where it's called Are You Extra or Not? And it's kind of the same way where people
my God.
tell
Jesus.
certain situations, and I actually get justified. I say you justified for it. Oh, yeah, you being extra. No, that was just too much.
You know what you're doing, man? You know what you're doing?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing, man.
What's up, Randy? How you doing, Randy? Stick around, bro. I'll try to bring you up in a minute, too. Let me let my man finish. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
I want real content, man. That's what I miss, real content. Now,
Right.
don't get me wrong, I like the twerking, but I can't see an hour twerk. And when I'm hungry, I turn around to my lady and say, baby, I'm hungry. I don't want her to twerk, I mean, when she can twerk and get my mind off a minute, then my stomach going to growl and we're going to realize I'm still hungry. And that's what I feel about this content. This content we have here. You can twerk for so long, Then I want to hear real stuff. I want to know where your mind at. I want to know if I'm getting a classy woman or what. I want to know if I want to put in the category of wifey or put in the category as knifey. Just being the knight. I want to be able to determine what category I want to put it in.
Hey, Smoke, I think you got a co-host right here, bro. I'm just gonna let you know.
Wifey or knifey?
Right, wifey or knifey. That's it right there. We're gonna have to hashtag this show, wifey or knifey, and then we're gonna have to hashtag it with the shits because it's gonna come. You already know that, right?
That's heavy, yeah. Facts. I like it though. I like it.
I want to know. That's why I came to this app right here. I was brought on here by a lady from Swell named what's her name? Brenda Singleton, I believe is her name. She brought me over here. She told me about this app, and when I came over here and saw the content over here and the caliber of people that was over here, I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be. This is near home for me. I come over here all the time. I don't go to none of my other apps that I'm on. I'm right here, and then plus
you know what? And let me give both of y'all a topic for real with what you said and the way that he's going. You can cover the relationship aspect with this app. One thing I will tell you, one thing I have seen, all genres, all ages, and all races get together. Mm-hmm. How open is everybody to those conversations? Because I'm involved with a bunch of them all the time. We've chopped it up. And most people try their damnedest not to get it personal. And if I don't respect nothing about what's going on up here in the past few months that I've been up here, people don't give a damn who you are, where you're from, just don't cross the line. So I would almost suggest to both of y'all with the platforms that you all are doing and the subscribers that you all are going to get, you're going to have that a lot. And I'm always listening to both sides of all that because one thing people are starting to do is come together. What's up, Takara? How you doing, lady? People are coming together hard across all the lines. And they're cutting the bullshit. I'm going to just let you know. And I know people want to watch the language and all that. Y'all forgive me, but the intensity of that issue and the substance that people are bringing, I'm going to say it like that on purpose. People are cutting the bullshit so hard just to have the conversation, just to have the understanding and the end of nonsense that we're seeing on the news. Are you gentlemen always open to that when you do your shows?
Oh, I'm willing for anything, man. Sometimes I do topics, and then sometimes I let the broadcast go where it goes.
OG,
You know,
Tru Armor's in the building. Where you been, man?
What up, Drew?
it doesn't matter to me, man. I like this right here is iron sharp iron. I like talking. I went to a broadcast on here with some guys about religion, and that was a great broadcast. Randy, somebody I believe on here. He's
Randy Horton.
yeah, Randy.
Randy, that's my man, bro. That's my man right there, for real. He all right.
Yeah, and I did a broadcast with him where they let me up here, and we had a great talk about the difference between religion and stuff. They asked me what my feeling was, and I enjoyed that, because I feel that that's the only way I'm going to learn. That's the only way we're going to start. This is the mindset that I have. When every sci-fi movie I ever seen, they said two things. When aliens come to Earth, they said two things. They said, "Take me to the leader," and "Hello, Earthlings." They don't say, "Hello, Black Earthlings," "Hello, European Earthlings."
Right.
We all classify as one race, Earthlings. And I don't know if that's something that we can apply or people want to apply to get rid of the race and just deal with character.
You know, when it comes to that, when I was on Periscope, one of the guys that I meet up there, his name is Izzy High, and he an atheist. He does religious conversations like freestyle rappers battle. He is all with that. He could debunk any and every religion. He could talk about any and every religion. And one of the biggest things that I ask a lot of people when it comes to religion, the people that left, number one, what was it that made you leave? Number two, I kind of leave it at that because it damn explodes after that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just letting you know. So I like what you're doing. I like what you're saying. I will tell you that there's a lot of atheists on social media. There's a lot of Christians on social media. You got Buddhists, Muslims, all that. So you're going to have a very broad broadcast with that. Like I said, I know plenty of folks that do it. Even when I jump in, some folks may come on to see what's going on. I always ask for the facts on everything. We're going to do our opinions later. Let's find some truths. And everybody has been shooting down religion all my life. I'll tell anybody. That's why I can listen to atheists with no problem. I can listen to agnostics. I can listen to Muslims. Everybody's killing each other, but everybody's believing in the same direction if they believe or not. But that's a whole nother show. This ain't my platform. Big up the meeting, you, man. I don't want to cut you short, but let me get my man in, Tru Armor. I ain't seen him in forever. Another New York down there getting beat. My old stomping grounds where I used to go to high school at. This Ted's homeboy. Him and Ted been homeboys longer than half of us been on social media, so he got the floor right now. Tru, what's good with you, bro?
Wow.
I
what's
said,
up,
I ain't seen you in a month, man. Where you been?
It's been a minute.
And everything.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm sort of getting back into doing this thing regularly. So I missed some of the conversation, but the last end of it is I like your lead-in on me. I appreciate it, but I have to disagree with you. I think that the ball is the art of gathering people under a banner is talking to everybody, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to talk to your atheists and your super religious people and your semi-religious people, your men and your women, your older people, your younger people, but you also have to have a sense of when talking to some people is wasted time. You know what I mean? So, yes. But doesn't mean you reach out to everybody, but you are a limited resource. So if you reach out to everybody and get nothing but drama, you're going to go home and be stressed and then like mess with your woman, then you're going to break up your relationship and and you're like, well, why am I even doing this? But if there's a way to do it, I used to tell Ted this, like the original Black Panthers had a better system than before they got famous, right? And started doing all this stuff. They were about the work. They said me and a lot of kids in Brooklyn back in the early 70s, right? Before it became about walking around on TV with guns and black leather jackets. Mm-hmm. You know, someone should have been like, we want to keep this tight. We don't, just because we want numbers, we don't want everybody. And bringing in everybody brought in like people that should have been like, nah, your time here is done. And they didn't do that. So there's like, just because there's I forget who said it, but I think John Lennon said it. Just because the civil rights thing didn't work out the way you thought doesn't mean you give up. you go, okay, this is where it didn't work, and you redouble your efforts and you start again. He was talking about he wasn't talking about civil rights. I think he was talking about the hippies, about peace and love and stopping the bomb and how it got like swapped with drugs. But he was like, even though all that drug stuff kind of threw you off doesn't mean the core philosophy wasn't good. It just means that you have to redouble your effort to make the core philosophy stronger and not make the mistakes that you made originally. And right. I feel this way with the civil rights movement. I think I view myself as am I echoing? I view myself as a civil rights policeman, right? A civil rights cop. There's a lot of civil rights preachers. I'm sitting here telling you something totally different than what they're telling you, right? Right. I'm for law and order. You need cops while you're at work. You need somebody to look after your women, your children, your property, right? But at the same time, you don't want idiots and assholes and thugs and bums and racists doing it. Right. That should be what you're heading to versus all this us against them shit. Because I can make the same argument to racists about, well, at the end of the day, racists, you want your kid to be a doctor, like I want my kid to be a doctor. So maybe we can get together on what the fuck is wrong with the education system, right? Versus and leave all that other stuff that we are not going to get along with behind, right? Like the statues and the fucking cops. I'll fight that with my other allies over here. But for all the kids should be protected. So I'm pretty sure you know what I'm saying? Yes. But this is what you do. People just kind of go, I got no allies anywhere, or I'll accept any ally who comes through. And I am not about I want to know why you're here. Just because you're here doesn't mean I appreciate you. And all this kind of stuff is why I think the civil rights movement, like the hippie 60s, the culture, which was a good culture, they were right about the environment, about the cops, about the government. They were right about a lot of stuff. Sort of went off the rails. And the people who are still in charge, like Biden, right? he was against all this shit, and now he's in charge telling you how he's for all this stuff. What do you think is going to change, right? Nothing is going to change. So,
all right, cool. Now listen.
That's my rant.
What he was piecing now was more so of he's seeing more of a unity in the community starting to take place where people are crossing those same color lines, where you're seeing more black conservative. I'm not speaking for him. I'm just speaking, period.
Right.
He was speaking more so of maybe like a unity type of thing to where we can cross those color lines and break down those barriers of color. He's black, white, he's Asian, he's this, he's that. Who cares? We're trying to get to the root of the actual problems.
That's exactly what I was saying before. You were right on my way. Exactly.
We're trying to basically, those that see through the smoke and mirrors, no matter what color you are, we all need to unite and deal with the issues of the smoke and mirrors.
That's what's coming out more than anything. I agree.
Can I just jump in here for a second? I want to thank everyone for. I had all different types of technical difficulties, but I'm appreciative of this conversation, and we're going to extend it. Want to give a couple of shout outs to Kara. She's she's commenting. Natasha, I want to thank you for your award. Brenda, I want to say thank you for also attending. Mr. Tru Extra, appreciate you joining this platform and joining this discussion tonight. Tru Armor, definitely, always. H World, appreciate you.
Thank you.
I have to give a special shout out. He's in the queue right now. Michael Bathurst is here for the first time ever on Late Night Parents. Can we give him one time?
How you doing?
What's going on, Mike?
Nothing better than fake clapping.
I gotta let you know this much. A lot of times there's a lot of issues with we hear about people and we don't give them their flowers. That term is used. Want to give you the utmost respect for your platform, for what you do every morning, sometimes afternoon, sometimes night. You've invited all of us, well, most of us here, onto your platform on any given day. Love what you're doing. Love the songs. Love the music. Love the music that your daughter is producing, and the fact that you've been able to bring so many people together.
You'd swear I paid you. This is great. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, yo, big ups to Randy, too, man. I didn't know if he wanted to jump up here or not, but Randy's always open to everybody's conversation, man. I didn't know if he was able to get him up as well. He's probably the last box.
This is one of
those.
Right?
8 is a max. I haven't seen any more than 8.
Right. I'll take myself down. But
no, Mike, this is your show, man. You ain't going nowhere. This is your show. You ain't gonna be Steve Harvey.
No. I'm gonna be around. He said Brenda said Randy fell asleep because he's like 9 hours ahead. But
right.
Mike, what's on your mind Friday nights? And how the heck did you get here? How did you find your way here?
Yeah, how did that happen?
Well, I think Tony D, just for chucks and giggles, invited me and didn't tell you. Because when you looked in the room, I swear you were like, "What's he doing here?"
You threw that on me?
No.
What's he doing? What?
Mike, let me tell you, I invited you. I sent the invite to you.
Yeah, I don't know. I invited Tony D one morning, early in the morning. He was half awake, and I think this is his way of going, okay, you want to play like that? That's all right. I can invite you here. Here you go. You want uncomfortable? I'll give you uncomfortable. Enjoy.
This is the uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. This is the weekly plot against the system meeting, and obviously,
I've seen this show. It is wild. It is wild.
I'm behaving, man. I'm not doing nothing. But
when Tony D is drinking, it is crazy. I'm surprised you get 3 words in.
Mike and them that we was doing this, and I was telling you, a bunch of them said they was going to try and pop up tonight. Mike was one of them. Randy was another. I think Colin was supposed to jump up. Jay, a whole bunch of cats supposed to be up here tonight. So what you got going on is half of what I wanted, and this conversation is going deeper with the brothers I met up here tonight. So big ups to my man, and I'm gonna call him.
If you want it heated and crazy, invite James.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. Oh, that's a whole new level of insanity.
Yes.
How many people can you have in this chat? Video chat.
8 is the max.
8 is the max.
Yeah, I think 8 is the max.
Well, I don't even have 8 friends.
How long does this go, by the way? How long does this show keep going?
Friday nights tend to go a little bit longer. Like the one I do Sunday night is hard at an hour.
Okay. What is the most views you've ever got?
Oh, nice. Good question.
We had one with Information Man where we married the 2 of our simulcast
communities. Nice.
And it was about 1,300.
Okay.
Nice.
Because if we can get Randy in here, and we got me in here, and you should have about 3,000 people by tomorrow.
Right.
Jesus Christmas.
It's really about the archive. The archive.
They be going in hard. I watch their shows. If we had Colin up here, it would be on and popping.
Well, you bring Colin, you bring the women. He's got that voice, right?
Colin is hilarious. He is hilarious. I don't know where Izzy and them at, man. It's normally their night too. I'm sure they're gonna pop up.
I do catch you. Well, not too often. I don't catch you too often on Eric's show.
Yeah,
that's for Michael.
Eric's is a little out there for me sometimes.
Yeah, the woo. It's about the woo.
I'm in the woo. I've got my toe in the pond, but I'm not fully immersed.
Okay.
See, and I'm trying to get Tony to be one toe in, like a baby toe.
Let me tell you something.
You got to just cannonball in, man. You just got to cannonball in.
I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, man. You know how we go to the beach? Sometimes we just look at the water. That's exactly what I do.
I think the water's murky sometimes.
It's not murky. It's deep. But it's
murky. It's a little funky. It smells, and you're like, no.
I ain't gonna do them like that. I'm not gonna do them like that.
The most I've done is I've thrown Eric and his team some coins, and I was just like, that's me supporting it. That's it. I'm done.
Well, I support them because
I hate to say it, but I don't even. I still really don't understand. I wish there was a tutorial that was like, you know what I miss? I hate to hit another rant. I miss the Apple stores where you could go in and sit in the back and take a class. And now, you can't be within 40 feet of another American, but
blame Joe Biden. You got to blame Joe Biden. True.
I'm not blaming Joe. Joe opened the door for everybody to do it. Now everybody's scared from the last presidency to be around people.
Do you know what I suggest for the name of this broadcast?
What's up?
Testosterone Max.
Oh my God.
We're still sober. It don't count yet. We're still sober. Oh yeah, Mike. I'm ready for the next one. I told y'all I had about 2.
Look at that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, look at that. There you go.
So Mike, are you streaming later tonight, like around 12 a.m. or 11 p.m.?
I think all forms of sanity will probably leave me in the next 30 minutes if I'm here with Tony. I'll probably take about 2 days to relax after all that information that'll be spewing at a rapid rate.
Smart man.
Yeah. He's got the skills, though. He's got the skills. He does. You get him. Yeah. I like him when he's sober and mellow. I had him on a governor one morning before all the testosterone and the craziness, and he was going to make breakfast, but then some women started talking nice to him, and he was like, no, I don't, no. And then he was like, "That's right, Papa's here. Papa's right here. He's making the bacon and the eggs for it. Everything's cooking up real nice
what
for
you
you."
laughing at, man?
So then I said to him, "Hey, what happened to your breakfast? Is it burned?" He goes, I got distracted.
Mr. 2 Extra says he'll be right back. I heard him talking. I'm gonna have to watch the replay. But I saw him on Randy had a stream the other day, and I saw Mr. 2 Extra and a few other people on there.
Right.
It was kind of like a mini marathon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was kind of like a mini marathon.
There's some interesting folks that'll be up here. And like I said, this show was growing by the week, man. I'm honored you invited me on. I'm glad I'm able to bring some positive, good folks. My man Smoke up here. I like what he's going to do. 2 Extra's going to be big. Mike's got a monster audience. So you growing right now, bro, for real.
So, Mike, I want to introduce you to Ace World. He does the Sunday Night Smoke podcast. It's a little risque.
I like that.
Just slightly risky, but I will be on there for the Father's Day episode in about next month.
Okay. Is there a reason why he's in the shadows? He doesn't want to overwhelm the women with his beauty, or like what is that about?
Cosmetically what's the word I'm looking for? There is what's what I'm looking for? I want to say there's something in anonymity. What's the word that I'm looking for? There's something in anonymity.
Mystery.
There's
there's mystery and anonymity. That's pretty good. All right, yeah.
Well, he's like a superhero.
I used to do this and hope nobody would recognize me.
Oh my God, this dude.
Okay, now he's gone. See what happened?
And then see that happen. The Palladians got me. The Palladians got me. That's it. Wait, it got too wild. That's right. People in power went. He's gone. Let him leave. He's clearly lost his mind.
We did the intros more than anything, Ted. I tried to hold it down for you where you was going.
No. I appreciate it. So, do we talk about the fact that Mother's Day is coming up this weekend, but every day should seem like Mother's Day?
No, but we did talk about we're going to do a Mother's Day broadcast. It's going to probably come up with everybody up here, but that's a good question.
When?
I think they're going to try and do a Sunday night. Me and I think it was 2 Extra. That Smoke. Was that you or was that 2 Extra talking about that?
I was saying the following week after, but maybe it was Mr. 2 Extra that may have mentioned that. But I was alluding to the following week after the Mother's Day episode, because I'm going to do
Mother's Day is Sunday. Yeah, so you're talking about next week.
Correct. So the following Sunday is when, because we were speaking vaccinations earlier.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. We're going to do that. Right.
Yeah, could I have a show slated for the following Sunday after Mother's Day, where we're going to be going into depth in into the vaccination and how people feel about it, and we're going to take some live callers.
You know what you want to do? This is low key. This is the truth, y'all. Don't tell nobody I told y'all this. What you want to do is you want to get all the vaccines and then get superpowers.
Really? What happens?
What happens?
What happens? Do certain parts of your body grow? Tell me.
It depends on how you get them. You may get Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson, and be able to fly and get like super. Oh, you might get Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer, and then all of a sudden you're like Spider-Man. So you got to know, like, yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
I ain't gonna lie. I had mine. I'm still waiting on my Captain America powers to come in. I'll call it even right there.
You got enough powers. You're good. Trust me. Yeah, you got to give them women a chance. You know, you can't have too much going on. That's just unfair.
Too much going on.
Yeah, you don't want too much going on, and then they'll be like, "Oh, he's just all full of himself. Look at that. I'm going anywhere near that." They like a little bit of flaws.
I'm full of protect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll tell you, the first time I met Ted, I thought I was meeting an old friend.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? When I first met Ted, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what I instantly liked him. You know, I instantly liked him. He walked out of his house and across the street, and I instantly liked him. He's got a way. Ted has a way about him.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I was deeply hurt by him, though. I really was, because I felt like we went on that first date, and I felt like maybe I went for sex too quick or something, and he never called me back. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, it went sideways so fast. I was just like, because I was like, I thought we'll do another show sometime. You know, like a month went by, and then I got like some polite.
It's on.
You know, it's. I don't know, Mike. It was to the point where we didn't really date. You made that first move. I allowed you to, and it was just like, it was just cheapened after that point.
Yeah, you felt too much. You felt too much. It overwhelmed you. All right. We had a gangbang. What was that? That was scary. What was that? I was
sound effects, man. You got to roll with it. The sound effects.
Okay, I'm learning. I'm sorry. I don't use sound effects. Now, is that in every part of your life? Do you have like Barry White, in the bedroom going, "Oh yeah, baby, Papa's here, yeah."
I am Barry White in the bedroom. As far
as see, I knew it. See, okay. Well, let's hear a little bit.
I got that from lady, buddy. I'm sorry, we just met. Like,
we got a movie.
Yeah, that's like a third date thing. That's a third date thing. Don't make a move until the third date.
No, I mean, come on. First date, second date, third date.
First of all, stop it. First of all, some people don't know that you guys are joking. Let me give you the dating lowdown.
That is so
That's
true.
how this works. Anything you do that works is legitimate. So what you have to know is who you're talking to, right? Some ladies, hold on. Some ladies are hollabacks, right? You can holler back and they'll holler back at you. Who you talking to, right? And before you know it, you're talking it, you can spin it, right? But some are even humor in that. So you got to know who you're talking to if you're going to go out and try and, connect with some young lady on it. But beware, because I've heard women go, "That is outrageous. I wouldn't." Yeah, and any guy who does that is XYZ. And I was like, Meanwhile, you talk to this girl over here, and she's like, "Oh, that's fine. I totally love that." You got to know who you're pulling. I hate to be anymore. You got to know what you're fishing for and what bait you're using. You know what I'm saying? And you want something real and to last for a while. So, it is what it is.
I can't
even though marriage is on the decline. Love is a thing about is a primal instinct between men and women. It's not going to go away. So I think marriage is at an all-time low. Someone's going to have to fucking fix it. Quite frankly, sperm counts down, lowest baby rate in 70 years or some shit like that. So something is obviously wrong where you muck with the primal nature of men and women, right? For money. So if you can't even afford and too many people, so somewhere along the way, it's going to have to get fixed because you're not going to throw out, the connection between men and women. And it's not just about sex. People love people. Stop being cynical about it. And I don't want my sister treated bad in her marriage, and I don't want my mom treated bad in her marriage, and I don't want me treated bad in my marriage if it ever happens, right? And this is the thing. But somewhere along the way, it got broke somehow, and I think we all know how. So
not to cut you off, we'll
get fixed.
Yes. I'm glad she popped up. Ayo Smoke, this lady that just said what's up to her name, Carlinda. She's got to be on that conversation we said we was gonna have too.
Hey, listen, you have her information. We can invite her up. It's no problem.
Absolutely.
But hey, I just this is for Brenda, Takara, and for Joy, just for them to know that Michael did not take me. He did not offer to take me back to Olive Garden.
Nah, you went too far with it. You ain't cut it off for nothing now, bro.
See, the thing is, if you try to backtrack, they're going to think it's real. Yeah. You got to be careful. You got to know. You got to subtly leave. You can't feed the story anymore.
It might be baiting people, man. I've been trying to catch them. He be baiting them.
Listen, everyone. Michael is happily married. I am happily married.
Yes.
That don't help
today.
Right. That don't help in today's society. That don't help.
That's right. That's right. There's never been extramarital affairs in the history of life.
Good Lord, what is going on here?
Say what?
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, you know what? If you got to sit out there and declare it publicly, that's always a sign that something's going wrong.
Right.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I'm like, no, he say that. What? Why did he say that? That was the one thing I knocked that out. I was all over it. I'd be like, oh, that dude is a president. Yeah. But why would you say, I don't know.
Well, technically, it was just a cigar. It wasn't him. The cigar did all the deed, right?
Y'all are hilarious.
Do you believe that? I believe he had sex with her. But I mean, it's 30 years ago, but we don't need to rehash it. But I believe he had sex with her. Just like...
I'm going to just leave it like this.
I believe Nixon knew there was a burglary, and I believe Reagan knew that the Contras were selling freaking guns to freaking the Nicaraguans. Wait, the Contras were Nicaraguans. I don't know if we're selling guns to the Nicaraguans who were getting. Hold it. Oh man, I totally forgot.
Nicaragua. There was El Salvador
into the Iran Contra scandal.
Iran Contra affair, right? All that.
Right. Anyway, so yeah, it's you believe that.
I believe that. I'm just saying
what they're telling you. I'm obviously drinking.
I think you're overamped right now. I think you're overamped.
It's been a month. Listen, been up here in a minute. It's been a month.
You had a great show there. That segue that you did earlier, where you were talking about, the relationships between women and men.
Yeah,
that is actually a whole show. But invite some women up, and I'm telling you, that would be so entertaining.
Every time I show up and I'm like, "Hey, ladies, you want to do my podcast? Get in the van." They don't get in the van. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that might be tough. That might be tough.
Yeah.
You've got a great green screen if that's your van. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
I don't know, man.
You think I'm joking? I think that's a show. I think that would be an amazing show if you had. I don't know if we'll be doing it on this network here with our very lovely, wonderful Ted. But you know what? Tony being, I could see Tony going, that's right, I can fix that.
I think we think is like 2 or 3 guys and 2 or 3 ladies, and give it like once a week for like 90 minutes to ruminate on whatever happened that week and take your look on it and ruminate on the standing problems that's been around forever. And maybe one lady be married, one maybe be single, one be young, and mix it up like that. I might be a little too well. I'm not married, so maybe I could fit in one category.
Joy, would you come up, or Brenda? I bet they would in the future. Not right now. I'm not hijacking your show, Ted.
How dare you, Michael? How dare you?
I know. I'm on a rampage ever since that.
No. Listen, just before you said that, I invited Joy, Takara, Brenda. They're all in the queue. So if you want to come up, You're more than welcome to come up.
Joy, what's going on?
We'll drop down.
Yeah, I'll drop down. I'll be in the background. I can just go, hello, how are you? This is Mike. Hello. That's right, Papa's in the house.
And I'm going to tell you what makes Mike dangerous. Mike has great music, y'all. If you ever caught his broadcast, he got some of the dopest jazz. And I got to give him his credit. I was sitting there throwing down one more. I said, yo, man, you really know some music, don't you? Mike got some serious music, man. You got to check his broadcast out in the morning.
Papa's in the house got me.
Yeah.
I lost it at Papa's in the house.
You know what's so funny? I was playing Michael Cooper.
Can I use that? Papa's in the house?
Papa's in the house, yeah.
Papa's the way you said it was like, Papa's in the house.
Doing that, man.
Papa's in the house, baby. Papa's here. Joy's in the house. See, that's what I got to use. Ask nice. Just ask nice and don't tell stories about vans. That's not good.
And Joy. What's up, Joy?
Hi, Joy. Joy, all I see is your neck.
Right.
Okay, there we go. We're good.
Hey, Joy, don't do that no more because I know that mosquito.
Joy, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right.
Glad that you decided to come up here and join us. We're just rambling and ranting on a Friday evening.
Pretty good.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about you earlier today, thinking, I haven't talked to Joy for a couple of days. What's going on? So there you go. If you bring Tony D into the mix, you then that'll work. That's what I got to do. I got to bring Tony in. He's like fish bait. You just bring him in. I got the fishing rod. I put him on the end of the hook, and he go. That's it.
I hear you. Hey, Ted, did you invite Carlinda?
I did not. Hold on, Carlinda.
And Carlinda, I want to tell you, I know we said we wanted to have you up here tonight. We wasn't going to attack that conversation yet. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to or not, but definitely, I know we said we was going to bring you up here. So, Ted, this one's your call on that, depending on how we're going to do this. But I know we said we wanted her up here tonight. And I'm quite sure we're going to do that.
Re-ice water, my ice water.
Yeah, get your ice water. You're going to need it for this one.
Ice water ready. Ted,
Joy, I'll be right back. I'm just going to get a coffee.
You good?
Okay, listen, Ace, promote your podcast before you leave.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
Once again, my name is Ace World. I am the host of Sunday Night Smoke Podcast, which is each and every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, here on Haps Network. Basically, it's I'll say it's a show where we have conversations every week based on the best selected topic that basically the fans submit, what we should talk about. So every week I'll just pull up one and we'll just talk about it, basically. And it's a live call-in show, by the way. So we take live callers, and it's like an opinion show. It's not really a debate show. It's kind of like an opinion show where people get to just voice their opinion on the topic, unedited, unfiltered. So it's definitely adult radio. And that's what we do on Sunday nights. So I'd love for you guys to join us on Sunday night, each and every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Can you
Sunday
do me
night
a favor? Can you
yes, sir.
type in the comment? Type in a comment so we can have everyone follow you.
Yes, sir.
And want to definitely thank you for coming through. I know you got some other things that you have to do, but Sunday Night Smoke Podcast.
Is that on Haps? Is that on Haps?
It's on Haps.
Yes, it is.
So, sir, if I wear a hoodie, will you let me in?
Whoa. First of all, you're not taking off, right? Ace World.
Yeah, he's about to roll, man.
What?
Yeah, I have to let some other people come into the queue. I have to let some other people come into the queue.
All right. I'm gonna see you Sunday, right?
Yep, Sunday night, 8 p.m.
Hey, man, good meeting you, though, bro. For real. We definitely gonna keep talking, man. Holler at me anytime. You see me up there, too. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Good night, everyone. Take care.
All right.
Peace, bro.
Peace and love, everybody.
Absolutely.
Nice
Thanks
meeting you, sir. Take care.
Thank you.
Miss Carlinda.
Hey, Tony. What's going on?
Carlinda, how you doing? Thank you for joining us tonight. I know there were some things we were talking about last Sunday that we might not have a window to talk about it, but if you want a few minutes to give a basic rant or just an overview, because I know you had some strong you had your take on vaccines, whether to or whether not to take.
Okay, so basically, the way I look at the whole situation here is that it's okay. Another one thing is that the COVID-19 is biochemical warfare, and now the vaccine is a genocide tool. You know, and for me, I'm not getting the doggone vaccine because it alters your DNA, and they just came up with this way too quickly. And we don't know what all the side effects are. And three of my friends told me that they were getting the vaccine, and I told them not to, and they did anyway, and one ended up sick in the hospital, and she had COVID, and she didn't have COVID before the vaccine. So, is the vaccine really worth writing home about? I don't think so. And another friend of mine had a blood clot going on. And so, to me, the vaccine is a very dangerous weapon that the government is trying to push down our throat.
Okay, but why? Why would the government want to kill its own citizens? For what purpose? For what grand scheme? What is the outcome of that? Even as India falls to pieces because they've got no masks, no ventilators, no social distancing, and 1 billion people in a tight area. It's like being in a club in New York City. Remember those days? In the basement of like Webster Hall with 500 people shoulder to shoulder dancing some godless techno, hip hop, rap, no bobble bullshit while you're half drunk, everybody's smoking in this tight little room, 20-year-olds in a disco, quite frankly. This is what this reminds me of. The only way to get away from it is to leave it, and they can't leave it. So we here, I don't know. I don't want to take the vaccine for a whole host of different reasons. I don't believe that COVID is not real because people are dying. Obviously, I buried my uncle.
Well,
so
and did I say that it's not real?
no. Well, no, I don't mean to imply that you said it's not real. I apologize. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I didn't mean to imply that. But
right.
I went off on a rant. But I guess I go back to my original question of why would the government perpetrate, such a wide fraud on everybody? The government has targets that it likes to focus on historically. American Indians, Asians in the Pacific region who built the railroads, African Americans, we all know, they're not fond of the Mexican Indians who were here. So we know there's all these sort of like long-standing rifts in the country. But why would they do it to everybody all at once for no, what's the plan for it? If COVID,
oh man, that's a 5-hour show right there, brother. Yeah. That one question.
So I want to just stop for a second. Carlinda, I want to give you a chance. If you would like to respond, and Tru, you got to let her respond.
Oh, I would love to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to run my mouth, please. I will mute my mic.
Ted, I just want to ask one thing here. It has to do with sound. If everybody could wear like headphones, and if you could turn her up a bit, you can do that in the controls. But if everybody, like all I'm hearing is Well, you got rid of her. We don't want
It was
that.
a little bit of a feedback. She's still there. I don't know how I can.
Yeah. Yeah, but she needs to be turned up a little bit. And but if we wear headphones, we won't have the feedback swirling in the background there.
I might get mine in a second.
Yeah. I honestly think it's through her. Do you have a set of headphones at all?
Who, me?
Yes. Oh, it's good now. It's good now. I think it was Ted. Because it stopped.
Mike, I got the kids running in the background. It's me.
All right. Okay. That's so did you turn her up?
Yeah, she's turned up.
Turned it up. All right, we're ready now.
I just want to say for the record that Ted blamed his children. Just want to say that Ted blamed his children. Just want to say that.
He loves his children. He is deeply fascinated by them.
Just blamed them, just saying.
And let's play nice in the sandbox and let's let her talk. Okay.
Yes, please. I'm sorry.
Okay, so okay. The goal here is I mean, I can see some signs already. I mean, we're losing our right to freedom of speech. Things are being censored through like Twitter, Facebook, all that other stuff, and we're losing our freedom of speech. And then this pandemic comes on, and stuff. And it's like they want us to become a socialistic e-communist country.
Can I ask you a feeling thing? Are you feeling unsafe at all?
I agree with half of what she said. I totally agree with half of what she said.
No, I just want to hear if she's feeling unsafe. Do you feel unsafe in this situation?
Here?
Do you feel? Yeah. No, not in this room. I mean, because they're taking your rights away from you. You feel that's what I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. Do you feel like you've lost your way because you don't have the same freedoms you had once before? Is that kind of what you're saying?
Right. Well, yeah, but I mean, how can I put this? I am a born again believer, and I mean, it just seems like a lot of things in the Bible is pointing to the end times and that we're closer to having Jesus Christ come back, and they.
First of all, if Jesus Christ came back, that would be awesome. Exactly what we need. But I remember a lot of people perpetually telling me that the end time was always near. I've lived long enough to have seen a whole bunch of people say that it was on us. So, I mean,
well, I'm not.
and we're talking about like your right to free speech is being curtailed, even as you're on a live broadcast right now on the internet where no one is stopping you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's websites where you could be naked and talk crap.
True. You gotta let it speak. You're speaking over.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so the thing is that this app, does censor people, because two of my friends got cut from and suspended from the apps.
Yeah, well, you can't do fake news on any platform. That they'll get in serious trouble. So they're just
look. Okay, here's another thing. Just because it happened to you doesn't mean that it's endemic every place. You know what I mean? So if my dog, today's my dog's birthday, by the way. She passed away 4 years ago. So actually 5 years. If today my dog was run over by a car, I can't say that all cars are dangerous to dogs and people just because I had this horrible incident happen to me, right? I'm an avid, don't tell anybody, I'm an avid fast driver. I wouldn't say I speed, but I like to drive fast. but I never drive fast on streets or like highways. But I'm never like in your neighborhood being ridiculous. And I'm never
Sir, what does this have to do with what we're talking about?
Saying that is
like,
even though I think I'm a good fast driver, I shouldn't drive fast. So just because I'm sitting here saying, "Hey, I'm a good fast driver," that too is excuse my language, that's bullshit. Because it's, God forbid, that one time that it happens, then Mothers Against Drunk Drivers can say,
I want somebody else's opinion here. Tony, what do you think of this? Just 30 seconds with Tony. What do you think of this? I feel like you're zoning out here. So
I'm trying to work something else on the side while they're talking, but I am listening. Any and every concern, I fully understand, like I said earlier. And I know earlier this week she said she had some opinions about what was going on with the pandemic, and I did want to hear it. I hear what you're saying. I understand exactly where you're coming from. The biggest thing is going to be exactly what's going on with it. The depopulation agenda has been the biggest thing against this vaccine situation right now. And anybody can look it up. Anybody can hear this. Anybody can hear that. I got you on that part.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this vaccine either. I'm not.
Most people aren't. And like I said, I took it due to my own precautionary areas and what I've got going on. What she's saying, as much as it's being an issue, some people will need it. A lot of people won't take it. It's going to come down to your own personal choice preference and where you're at and what you got going on. Don't feel wrong with what you're thinking. Don't feel wrong with what you're saying.
Do what's right for you. I hate to say it, but even though the government wants everybody to do what is convenient for the government. You need to do what's right for you and your family. And sometimes that may run against the common grain. I hate to say it. I haven't taken this thing yet, and I'm a little wigged out about this vaccine, but like I said, for a whole bunch of different reasons. Please continue. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, so Tru, just hear me out and listen to what I'm saying, and try not to talk over me. I'd appreciate that. But the thing is for me, it's all a political agenda. Is to 86 Republicans out, totally of office, and to put socialists and communists into government.
You got a little bit of feedback on your mic too, ma'am. You got another device on watching this as well?
No, but I can get one going on.
No, you don't need one going on. What I was going to say, there's a little bit of feedback when you're speaking, so I don't know if you had something else while you was viewing what was going on or not. If you only got one device, then you're cool. I just hear a little something in the background when you started speaking.
Agreed, Tony. Well played. And Joy hasn't said a word, so we got to let Joy talk as well.
Go ahead, Joy.
Joy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Right now, doing very well.
Joy's just paying attention.
Well, it's like I can see both sides of this argument. I know when they were developing the vaccine, I was totally against it. I did not want to take it because it's not been proven. It's not.
Right.
And we're not going to know the side effects until 10 years down the road.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
But at the same time, you can still have side effects from any of the vaccines.
Absolutely.
I had to have a tetanus vaccine in December. But yes, it is rare. But at the same time, we don't know exactly what is going on with this virus. Yes, it is mutating. Yes, it's very deadly and dangerous. My father died of COVID in December. I've known 6 of my friends, close friends, who have died from this virus.
I've got
one. So it's no joke. That's what you're saying. In your life, it's no joke.
No, it is not.
Agreed. Ted, that might have been your mic that had the extra background in the back. I don't know if you got two devices going or not. Just turn the mute on one, because I think I see what's going on now. But you got yours on mute.
I don't have one.
No, I thought that was Ted. I think it was Ted that was going. If you got two devices, anybody got two devices on, you got to turn one on mute or turn it off. But I didn't mean to cut y'all off. Please continue, please.
Headphones. That's all we need.
Yes, and y'all said that. You said that.
But you have to make that decision for yourself. But at the same time, you can't demonize someone because of what they believe.
Right.
And the way she was talking about a few minutes ago, yes, I am also a born again Christian. I do believe the Bible. I know what the Bible says. Do I think this? Do I personally believe that this virus was created in a lab? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so do I.
Me
But
too.
at the same time, we don't know for sure.
No, we don't.
Right.
The only
But
thing,
that
the
is
only
my
thing you
personal
guys haven't
belief.
talked about that is driving me crazy, we're not talking about the variants at all.
Well, there was a new one.
Oh, there's mega. There's
There's like
There's many
9 now.
it's insane.
It's
So
more than 9. It's more than 9. There was 30 last summer. And
we are no safer than we were a year ago.
No.
And
then
nobody-
they're
and
talking about
nobody's
we may
just
have to get
even-
boosters.
Even with the
Not-
vaccine. So you can have all these conspiracy theories that have no merit to them whatsoever. But the truth is, and the truth is the truth, unfortunately, is
Yeah.
these variants are going to bite our ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Not only
And
that,
that's what I'm
Michael,
afraid of.
but
Yeah.
the fact that most of us are returning to the office.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
but-
ball
but-
games, in bars, in clubs, and music
Restaurants.
concerts. So yeah. Oh
And
man.
casinos.
Yeah, but you're not bringing up immunity. So you have, I've been patiently listening because I can really hear myself through someone else's monitor.
I hear you too now. I see what's going on. True. Anybody who's got 2 devices on, y'all please just
Or
mute
just
one.
turn your device down a bit or put
Yeah.
headphones on.
You got to mute it.
Yeah, as beautiful as my voice is, I don't need to hear it. So the truth is this through my interpretation is we are just beginning this journey,
Yes.
Yeah.
and we're either going to get through it through getting it, hoping not to die, and building immunity. We basically now, because we have so many variants, it's hitting a younger population, which it did not do before. And we
Not
have
as
all.
hard, but it did. Not as hard, but it did. Right.
Yes. Okay. I've said enough.
No,
Continue.
you're
But
good, man. And I
remember-
like the fact, not to cut anybody off, not to be rude. I love the fact that everybody's coming with some real truths on this. And Carlinda, like I said, we did want you up here. We were supposed to have this conversation. We didn't plan on being that long tonight, so I want to apologize to you because a lot of what you wanted to bring forth. Nobody's
Carlinda.
faith and nobody's beliefs are going to be cut short. All we want to see from now on is going to be the facts. And what they said with the variants, last summer, there was 30 variants on one strain. We've had 2 more strains since then, and those are going to be variants. And then they did bring up the booster shot. And then there was also somebody a couple of months ago that stated, we're going to be going through this for 5 years. I only expected a year and a half. 5 more years is going to kick a lot of our butts. Everybody out here, from the bottom of my heart, y'all, please, and I'm going to stop after I say this, get your health up more than anything. It ain't about the vaccine. It's going to be about your health because the underlying conditions are kicking your butt more than what's really going on. I'm done. I apologize. Go ahead, Ted.
Just a quick note to Carlinda. You can come up Sunday evening. I'll send you out an invite.
Right.
I'll send you out an invite for
Okay.
Sunday. That's 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not sure which time zone you're in, but I'll send it out after this.
Okay, so it would be 5 my time then on Sunday.
Okay. We can talk then. Because we definitely want to allow you to
Absolutely.
expound on some of your thoughts.
Yeah, but Ted, the stuff
yes.
that she's saying, and no offense,
Mhm.
is in the dark area of what HAPS is not allowing. And I know
Oh, I
because
didn't know that either. I didn't know
I
that.
run my own show, and I've warned my friends who I love. I don't know you. You seem like a very lovely lady. I just don't want to see you shut down.
Okay.
And these
gotcha.
and these beliefs that you have are in the zone of being shut down. And I
I'm
mean
glad you said that
forever.
because I didn't know that either, man. I appreciate that. I didn't know that.
Well, it's not just about Papa's in the house all the time, right?
No,
There
but the
are
whole
other
thing
things
is,
going.
You
Yeah.
crazy, first of all.
Yeah,
But she
so
wasn't
we know
crossing
that.
the lines of what she was
Certified.
saying. And I would have thought she was good because she's just speaking
No.
beliefs and she's not promoting anything hateful. I'm glad you said that because I didn't know
No.
what the
No
parameters
fake
were.
news.
Well,
And you know, and I know.
oh, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
But see, the problem here is though is that they are like, relying on the liberal news, and they're not, they're saying that we've got misinformation or whatever. Well, if they would ask where did we get the information from, then I mean, we could point them to it. You know what I mean? But they're not
Ted,
even interested in that.
Ted, can you read the comments? I'm telling you as a friend,
Yes.
you cannot go down this pathway.
Okay.
Okay, you can't. Like, if you
And
want to do a
Carlinda, please
private
know that
chat,
for yourself too. Please know that for yourself. Nobody's cutting you off because you're wrong. But what he said, we got to watch, especially what will happen back in January. Everybody's got to watch what they're saying up there, no matter what they believe.
you can only have the beliefs within a realm of possibility now,
Right.
and that's one of the things that is true. They are censoring everyone. They're
Yes, they
firing everyone. How many people have lost their jobs?
Is it censoring though?
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think people get fat. Look, listen. Look at American history and what the people with power and newspapers have propagated, right?
Yes.
They started the War of 1812 by an accidental explosion on a steamship, and they called "Remember the Maine" and sent all these boys to war. And you found out about it 50 years later, right? You supply me the pictures, I'll supply you the war. That kind of ridiculousness.
Mhm.
But that's not the only case. The what was it, Daughters of the Confederacy, totally rebuilt what the Civil War was all about, and we're still struggling with this today. They put up statues and essentially made something that if you would have just let it die and heal over, you know what I'm saying? But no, so you can't just say wild guff anymore. I mean, sadly, America is sort of built on people saying wild guff, but now, and rightfully so, you can't. I mean, people have been murdered off by random mobs believing that, that woman was a witch, or that black guy did X, or that Jewish guy did Y.
Right.
I mean, that those days are coming to an end, and that's a good thing. We should all be for it. Like, we're all for American women driving. Iranian women still can't do that, right? Not Iranian, Saudi Arabian women, right? They'll be thrown in prison. So,
Actually, they
True.
we want to move forward, right?
True.
And
True.
all I'm sorry, all the old nonsense has to fall away.
Yeah. Ted, can I make a suggestion? Give everybody a minute. Give them 1 minute. Because everybody wants to talk. Let everybody have a minute. Give that person a minute. And then after the minute, they jump in. Because there's a lot of emotion here. But
that makes sense.
Let's if someone wants to do a timer, because I want to hear everybody's opinion, but I don't need to hear
speeches.
A story. Like,
you don't want to hear a filibuster. You don't want to be a part of the filibuster.
But I'm more interested in feelings, okay? Because that's who I am. So, Joy, the suffering she went through, if we can have a minute of that, and, how it's affected Tony's dating life,
Can
you hear that for a minute? Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this is
Those
great.
things.
This is great. So, I've never had the opportunity to speak with Joy on a broadcast. Joy, just a side topic. We can put this in the parking lot for a minute. Your overall experience on HAPS, the things that you like to talk about. I see you on so many different broadcasts. Tell us what really drives you because some of this crowd here might not know you.
Okay, yeah, and since I've been on HAPS, I've really not done a lot of advocacy work because, for those who don't know me, I am an advocate for the blind and people with disabilities, and I myself am blind. So I know what it's like to be discriminated against. No, not because of my color, but because I have a disability. I have been discriminated against, and I do understand that, and I know that, and it hurts. But so many times people want to erase history. You can't erase history, but you can learn and grow from it and move forward and not just completely dwell on it, but yes, heal and just move forward. But it bothers me sometimes that people don't want to let it go and move forward. They want to hang on to the past and just cling to those old hurts instead of trying to move forward. But and I love fun and I love laughter. That's part of who I am. I love to laugh, but and I love to cook. I love to teach, and but I also have some deep passions, and I think in the future, moving forward, I will probably broadcast and have more of a set agenda. But that's just in a nutshell of who I am.
Thank you, Joy. Tony D, you had a few things to get off your chest.
No, I did it early. I'm good. I appreciate it. And I like what Mike was saying as far as giving everybody a shot. I'm good. Go ahead, please.
I want to hear Ted. I want to hear Ted's opinion on this.
Yes.
Like 1 minute. Go
okay.
For it.
So in 1 minute, Tru knows my opinion on this. I took the vaccine in January on, I can give you the exact date, Martin Luther King Jr. date. Mm-hmm. It was offered to me, and I took my second shot, I think the day after Valentine's Day. So I was on board before it was federally approved and the like. Why?
And I tried to talk them out of it.
Because of loss of life. Because of the people that I know that have passed away. I did it for myself. My wife did it before because she's a school teacher, a recently retired school teacher. They were vaccinating in her school. So in regards to disinformation and mask wearing and all of the other, like stuff that we see on TV that we get caught up in, I tend to try to stay away from too much of cable news and just the chaos. And it's to a point where I not only wanted to protect myself, I wanted to also protect, loved ones and family members that are around me. And that's kind of like, totally how I feel about it. People are going to have their own thoughts and their own beliefs. That's them. That's on them. So I have no problem with speaking with people. And I've done a couple of live streams on this, whether, hey, do you want to take the vax or whether or not you don't want to take it. I tend to like to speak to people that have, their perspectives are slightly different. And that's kind of that's kind of the way that I feel. If you feel a certain way or a different way, it's not going to really bother me because I know, I'm confident within myself and within, being the head of household of my family with doing what I need to do. Now, I will tell you this much. My dad, who's 88, I had to talk to him for about 3 months, really talk him go into the doctor's office with him to talk him into taking the vaccine. Why? He had, he's 80 plus years old. He's from a different generation. And that's kind of where we are with how I feel about the vaccine, being out amongst, in the crowds. I take public transportation to work, so I'm on the subway. So I know the importance of mask wearing. It's going to get very, very interesting very shortly because, you have two different ideologies of I don't want to take the vaccine or I do want to take the vaccine. I don't want to wear a mask. I won't wear a mask. And you're just going to have people out there. And I think potentially this thing could re-spark up. And
if you take it public transportation,
who's next? Do you want to go to 2 minutes, Tony?
Well, only thing I was going to say to Ted is, if you're taking public transportation, there's no way I'm going to get mad at you for taking a vaccine. You know, I'm a native of Queens. I know public transportation. Most people aren't used to public transportation. When you're around 700-800 people a day and you don't know who you're going to catch it from, how am I going to be mad at you? Controversy or not, conspiracy or not, control or not, you got to build up your own defense. We got our beliefs, but if they got a defense up there that's going to help, I understand that. Like I said, I know first responders, they got to take it. I can't be mad at them for wanting to protect themselves with what they're going to come up against, regardless of what's in there. And I mean, I'm just good with it. I took it myself based on where I'm around and who I'm around and what I've known I've already encountered over the past 7-8 months before I did do it. So I gave it time before I made my decision. And that's going to go for any and everybody out there. I'm good with that right there. Ted, I will tell you honestly, bro, I'm sitting back watching. Like I said, if you got more than one device, just mute it. I do see it on the mic where it's coming from as far as the background and the feed. I want to make sure we don't have any. I'm good with it either way. I'm just giving you the heads up on it. I'm good right now. Y'all appreciate it. Whoever's next, please go. I think it would be Carlinda.
I think it would be too. Go for it. Just all I ask is just don't get too sensationalized because you could get us all in trouble. That's all.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I believe in what my Bible tells me and stuff, you know, and I just believe that it's leading up to the last days, you know, and we're here, but you know, I mean, not everybody agrees with that ideology or philosophy or anything like that, you know, and I respect that.
Yes.
You know, I respect that about people, is that, you know, if you want to be an atheist or a Muslim or Islam or whatever, you know, I mean, go be with that, you know, I mean, good, you found something that works for you, you know, and that you can believe in and stuff. But, you know, at the same token, don't come at me, you know, because I'm a born again believer. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
knock my beliefs down. You know.
Okay.
So
why don't we let Tru now? Let's try to keep it to a minute. I know we're doing more than a minute, but if we can all do a minute, it'll give you time to chew while the other person goes. Go, Tru. I think I need a stopwatch with you. Alexa, give me a timer of 2 minutes.
Hey, Tru, you about like me though. You're gonna go, man.
Okay, I got a 2-minute timer. Tru, go.
You're on mute, bro. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Rest, right? So I don't even know about people letting grievances go. As for the rest of it, I just think it's people in tight communities talking to each other about the moon is made of green cheese. So when you show up and go, it's not green cheese, and you know, they just think you're a crazy person. Like some people don't think we went there. So at one point, like I said earlier in this conversation, like 90 minutes ago, sometimes you got to know when to stop having the conversation. You got to know when to pull out, essentially, and just kind of go, all right, well, I wish you well in your life, but some of this information is not correct. And some of these convenient ways for you to get rid of a historic problem are just fucking lazy. Excuse my language. Just kind of short-sighted and lazy, and don't do due respect for the people who were put at odds to it. So I just wish we as Americans could see the road ahead and know that we have to get there together and stop this warring within the tent, right? Because at the end of the day, there are outside forces who want us gone, like Iran and China, who just signed a what do we
20
call
seconds.
them? When we defend each other, aggression pact kind of like thing. So now it's Iran, China, and Russia. So you're like, okay, great. Meanwhile, you can't even like educate your own people in the pandemic. Give all the
5
kids
seconds.
like laptops, so there's not a hiccup in their education because we're
Alexa,
so
stop.
at odds with each other. We've all been taught in these tiny little communities to believe totally different stuff, right?
True.
And the only way you
True,
believe
you're-
it,
true, you're
or at least bury it, is when you get famous and you live in Hollywood, California, or New York City, because then you don't want your gravy train to end, right? So yeah, it's the whole situation that
True.
America faces is a dire one. I mean, do not think that this place won't be like fucking Fallujah. Like, you think
True.
that
True.
the
If you
faction won't
let
get so out of
everybody
hand
talk
that
2 minutes, you'll be
Hold
back.
on, Ted.
crime
Let him go,
becomes
Ted. Let him go,
ridiculous.
Ted. Let
You
him
know,
go.
you have
Let
to
him, Mike. Let him go, Mike.
you have to fix the problems where the problems are. All
Let
right.
him go, Mike. You good. I mean, I agree with him. We do got to fix the problem where it is. And to Carlinda, I want to tell you, nothing's wrong with your beliefs. I know what you're saying. The biggest thing that Mike was saying was,
But you can't say that. I mean, something is wrong with
Something
some
is very
beliefs
wrong.
if the beliefs aren't accurate.
That's because we're being misinformed. Everybody.
So you have to dig deeper and
Plain and
find
simple.
out, well, why do I
Everybody is
believe
being
this? And maybe I
misinformed.
should, versus, and then look into who told you that. You know,
True.
I mean,
True. Can I have 1 minute?
Everybody's being
True.
misinformed.
I'm going to do it in 1 minute. 1 minute, brother. I can do it in one. Okay. Number one, everyone is allowed their opinion, whatever it is, how crazy it is. But what's happened is we don't let that happen anymore. And there's censorship everywhere. So you can lose your job, you can lose your livelihood, you can lose your life if you piss off the right person. The world has changed. All the stories in the world are just stories. It's
but I
your
wouldn't call it
vibration.
censorship.
No, let me finish. They're just vibrations. They're just energies. It's a belief that you currently have. There's beliefs you had when you were 16. I guarantee you do not have now. You've changed, you've grown, you've evolved. But when you have people in here doing fake news, it's dangerous. It's dangerous for all of us. So we have to be careful. And if we respect and love each other, which we do, we've got to continue forward and be kind to each other. That's it. I'm done. See? Okay, who's next? Joy?
I will say this. I don't know if y'all can see this. Can you see my arm?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do you see this Band-Aid?
Yes.
That is from my second vaccine from today. I had to make that choice for me. And I weighed the options, I weighed the risk, and I chose to get the vaccine. And that was my right.
We with you, absolutely. Ted, how's your time looking, bro? I didn't want to cut everybody off, but I know you was watching what was going on. I got the fight on, trying to see if it popped up yet or not.
No, the fight. I wait. I don't think the main event starts at 10.
Okay, so you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
If Takara, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to come up.
Please come up. Everybody's had a shot. Carlinda, not to cut you off. We're just giving everybody their time real quick as far as who's in the chat. We're letting everybody get their time up here tonight. So
I'm gonna pop out. It was nice meeting all of you.
you sure, man? You good?
Yeah,
I'm good.
if you need to pop me out, that's fine too. Because
Yeah,
actually,
y'all got to go nowhere. We had room for 2 more in the first place. So if you want to, that's cool. But none of you got to go
the bandwidth is an issue, but I feel like I got to meet some new personalities. Tru, I only have bad love for you, man. So you keep doing what you're doing. I like your vibration, your frequency, and I love your passion for living. Keep doing what you're doing. And
Michael, you
See you
gotta
next time.
invite Tru on your morning show.
Absolutely.
I will. I'll have to have the timer on. That's all. Okay. Bye-bye.
He's got a lot to say.
He coming with it, just so you know. He coming with it.
Oh my goodness.
Takara, she not coming on. Takara, you know what?
Takara's not coming up. Jackie, if you want to come
man.
up, you're more than welcome to come up. Joy, thank you for hanging with us. definitely
Thanks
appreciate
for
you.
inviting me up.
You know what, we're going to try and do this more on Friday evenings and open it up and invite more people.
I think this is cool.
To just
I ain't
join
gonna
up
lie.
and say it again.
I think this was a cool night, man. I ain't gonna lie. I know what you had going on, but we still had everybody vibing while you were taking care of what you had going on.
Oh yeah.
Said,
No, I definitely appreciate it. It just, I know it's a controversial topic, and so when I do the Sunday show, and we only go for like 50 minutes, it'll be a segment, but it has never been as emotional as this. We talked about this for like the last 45, 50 minutes because it's affected each of us in so many different ways.
You dropped what's her name down one.
Well, I didn't mean to bring any controversy to.
You didn't bring any. No. Tay, can you bring her back up, please?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know I dropped you down. I'm sorry.
You dropped down. Now, Carlinda, I want to tell you, and not to cut anybody off, y'all, please forgive me. We asked you to be here tonight when we talked earlier this week. That's one of the reasons why I wanted you to get out what you said. So you didn't do nothing wrong. Now, I will tell you this, based on what Michael was saying. There were 2 key words that you said that will get people messed up on social media. And I'm going to go ahead and be real because I've seen it happen on Facebook. I know exactly what he was talking about. You don't even know it. And I'm not calling you wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but we did request you being up here. I'm glad you came back. This is Ted's show, but I want to say that for myself. I'm glad you came back because you was going to cover something that we wanted to talk about before. There's nothing wrong with what you said, but what he was saying, there are 2 key words you said. And hear me when I tell you that will get you knocked out. I know exactly what he was saying. When you play this back, you're going to see it. Matter of fact, I'm going to give everybody a hint. It was in the comments.
Gotcha.
Just so you know, nothing wrong with what you said, nothing wrong with what you believe in, nothing wrong with how you was coming across. There's 2 key words. That is what's going on with social media right now. But thank you for coming honestly. Go ahead, Ted, bro. I'm sorry.
No, Lorenzo, thanks for stopping through. Jackie, if you do want to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. What else? I think that's really, on that specific topic.
Yes. I don't know how much more time you got, man. Like I said, this is on you. I'm just rolling with you.
Oh yeah. What else is happening? What's a feel good story that we can talk about that no one could be upset or, we're not watching our timelines or anything else.
Well, first of all, I want to big up Tru for showing up over the past month because I told Ted, you're supposed to be his boy and we ain't seen you in a month, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad you're up here. You're supposed to be up here in the first damn place. I said it and everybody get mad at me. I don't care. I love talking to Joy. Joy, you just told me something I did not know about you and I would have never known about you.
I did know because if you watch Joy's,
I never saw that coming from her. She booked Eli me, yo. She did me like the book of Eli. I never saw it.
She will mention it.
Hang on a second. What did you not know?
What did you say was your condition that people consider you disabled?
Oh, that I'm blind?
I had no idea you was blind. I seen you look in the camera. I seen you look around. You caught a mosquito in the dark. I'm not believing you, but you confessed it.
It flew in my face and down my shirt.
Yeah, it was. I'm just saying. I'm like, nah, I ain't know that. She booking Eli me, bro. From now on, it's the Book of Joy. Carlinda, I'm glad you came up. I want to thank you for coming, honestly. I want to thank you for coming.
Definitely.
We wanted to speak to you. You said you wanted to bring something, and I got where you're coming from. But please watch your back up here because what he was saying was correct. And I've seen it on another platform. That's how I know he wasn't lying. People got blocked for saying what they said.
I know this much. I want to just give a big shout out to all the moms, daughters, moms, grandmas, great grandmoms, guardians,
aunties, all that. Yep.
Yeah, that's what matters because
round the way girls.
But that's kind of where we are. Do we have any other thing? Does anyone else need to get anything off their chest?
You know me, I keep one. I'm trying to let everybody go first.
Okay.
I keep one. Y'all go ahead before I start because I'm cracking.
No, you go ahead.
You sure?
I've got a meeting. I've got a meeting in 8 minutes, so I've got to go.
Okay.
minutes.
Thank you for coming.
Carlinda, it was
Thank
so
you,
nice to
Carlinda.
meet you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a good weekend.
You too.
I don't know the key words and wouldn't want to say something that would affect the broadcast. Jackie, I promise you've heard it. I promise you've seen it in the conversation. Matter of fact, after she said it was when Mike jumped in. You get a chance, look back at it. You'll see what's going on. No disrespect, for real. For real. So, Ted, you ain't got nothing big going on, man. You know, you've been quiet all night. Everybody else.
I just, you know me. I'm more of a moderator. Most of the night, you know, really with me is like I do like to bring different people together.
You had a ball.
I do love conversations.
You might want to play this back when you get some time because you had a hell of a show tonight. I'm telling you straight up.
I mean, it's not about the specific person. I mean, because like ever since joining HAPS, so I joined HAPS maybe in around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I came in December after you.
Yeah. And it's just to a point where when you watch so many of these different shows and the different personalities, I don't even have to come up. I just, on a lot of different broadcasts, I will comment, give, you know, some type of positive reinforcement, drop a coin or two or whatever like that, and kind of keep it moving.
Everything. Right. You give a shout out and everything. I see you.
Yeah, and just keep it moving because me personally, I love the platform. I love what they're doing. You know, I know a lot of people had a lot of complaints in the beginning, but I mean, hey, it's something new. It's something new. And
interacted with so many different people, so many more different people than where I've met in other areas. And I'm always going to bring up this app because we're face to face more than just talk and jump to each other. And people are kind of trying to come up here more respectful. People are trying to come up here more informed. People are trying to come up here with more facts than just smack talk. I'm loving it up here over the past 6 months that I've been here. So if I cross in the line, for all the people watching, anybody comment, anybody who see this afterwards, if I cross the line, I'm going to apologize for a minute. But just like you, after a while, I won't give a damn either. But I'm always here to have fun, first and foremost, just to let everybody know. Yeah, man, damn these fools. I'll be up here trying to control myself, and everybody got something to say, man. I got something for all y'all, but I'm going to chill. You know, I told everybody.
But yeah, that's kind of where we are. You know, the platform is going to evolve. Because, you know, we saw Clubhouse come in and Clubhouse was the hot thing. And
I was never
you know, that thing is, I don't want to say that thing is dead as a doornail, but
I don't think it is, bro. I think people still
I don't think it is. No. Yeah, I think it's still growing. Yeah, it's still growing.
Clubhouse?
Controversy sells. Always remember that. Controversy sells.
I mean, so Joy, so
what
here's
was
my
the
main
controversy?
Here's my main issue with Clubhouse.
What was the controversy?
My main issue with Clubhouse is you can't. So if you can have a scheduled session, but you can't get a recording of it unless I put some type of.
That was the scandal? I thought there was a scandal. All right.
Oh, no, there's no major scandal. I'm just talking about what I like to do is take a lot of my discussions and then turn around and make them a podcast. But, you go on Clubhouse and it's like, all right, you talk with whomever or you hear Bill Gates or Elon Musk and it's just like, okay, where's the audio recording of this?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and they had actually talked about enabling recordings for Clubhouse.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's coming down the road or what. But yeah, I do know that has been tossed around by a lot of different people.
Yeah.
Because you're right. You know, a lot of people do want to put it on a podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's where, because I'm a podcaster by trade, I wasn't on Periscope. I remember when Periscope was coming to an end and people were like, oh my goodness. I kind of took a step, I'm not sure about you, but I took a step back and I said, okay, let me see what these guys are talking about because I wasn't a Periscope person. I know Takara was, and I know Randy was, and maybe Michael and a few other people up here. Vaughn was. Believe it or not, Joy, I just want to let you know, Vaughn and I live maybe 30 miles away from each other. So since people are up here sharing tonight, so that's why a lot of times when I was watching Vaughn's live stream where he thought he had COVID after taking the vaccine, and I was just like,
Yeah.
And I tuned in last night, and he said no, and I just wrote in the comments, false positive, glad you're healthy, and I left it there.
Yeah, I'm really glad that it was a false positive.
Okay.
Yeah,
really
I was happy about that. But Joy, how are you dealing with the trolls up here?
You know, thankfully, I've not had to deal with them very
Keep
much.
your fingers crossed, Joy. Keep your fingers crossed.
You know, in also even in Periscope,
There are trolls on the internet, but most people are not trolls. Most people are decent.
yeah, but even in Periscope, I didn't have to deal with a lot of the trolls that so many other people dealt with. You know, so I think I was really fortunate. Granted, I had a few, you know, but you know, and it's like there was times, and it depended on the mood I was in. I would just kind of play with them and just kind of go with it, you know, depending on what they would say. If they said something nasty, you know, of course I'm going to block them. But you know, I have been really fortunate, and God help me. I hope I don't have to deal with it, you know, on Haps. But yeah, I've, you know, thankfully not had to deal with it a lot.
Gotcha.
But I have seen people who have. So yeah.
Right. Yes, Takara, those are the two words. They are killing people on FB for it. They are killing people.
I really don't go on Facebook.
Huh? I'm on Facebook.
I don't know about you guys. I really don't go on Facebook.
I'm serious, and I'm telling people, if y'all don't believe me, no jokes, no shot, no con, no nothing. I'm telling everybody straight up, just so you all know, they are knocking people off. You say something crazy along those lines, and after them two words, you get in the FB jail for a minute. So I know what he's saying about what's going on up here. No disrespect to nobody. I'm just letting y'all know straight up.
Gotcha.
I'm just letting y'all know straight up. That's what they doing. Y'all ain't got to believe me. Talk to you folks. Half of them don't even know why they got blocked, but I can see it up there. It's hate speech and them two words. They'll get you every time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They get you every time. Y'all ain't got to believe me. I'm just telling you. People don't even know what happened to them. I've been watching it for the past year. I've been watching it for the past year. As right as you think you are, that's what they're doing.
Right.
That's what they're doing. So I'm going to give a heads up just so people don't get blindsided. Look back at what's going on. Look back at what's happening straight up. That's what's going down. Because you calling out, it's damn near seen as treason for calling out the government. Boom. There it is. There it is. There it is. Straight up.
I will tell you guys that I'm on maybe Twitter and I'm on here.
I'm watching them all on purpose because people are always talking about what's going on here, what's going on there. It's like when you talk to somebody outside of your religion. You don't understand what the problem is until you interact with them, see where they're coming from. And that's the biggest thing I do with a lot of social media. I try to see where everybody's coming from more than anything. So no disrespect to nobody. I don't want nobody to come after you because I don't care what you believe or what you think. Everybody got that entitlement just like I do. Just like I want reparations and y'all giving us hell for the money, but that's a whole nother broadcast. We're going to do that on another day. Just so I'm saying.
I will tell you this. There were a lot of talented people up here tonight. We got to make sure we give everyone a follow.
All of us. Everybody up here. Big ups for real. Holler at me anytime. I'm probably going to do my coins broadcast sometime soon. You're going to see me. I know people don't jump up. I'm going to do my 10 minutes, but I know I told Ted we're going to do 2 hours max, and we at that point. So
and we're at that point.
We're at that point. I don't want to call you out. Let me do my little 35, 40 second, please, if you don't mind, sir.
Yes, please.
Okay. First damn thing first. Now I'm going to let the alcohol kick in. I ain't even take my meds yet. I'm tired. Y'all saw my bottle, right? I had Uncle Nearest. That's going to be my new liquor from now on because Crown Royal Peach done pissed me all the hell the way off. I don't know if it's them. I don't know if it's the distributors. I don't know if it's the stores. I don't know if it's the people bringing it down here. But damn it, y'all done ran out of Crown Royal Peach in my region, and I'm sick of this shit. I done bought, look, let me, you got it. excuse me, Ted. As of right now, we are going beyond late night parents. This is After Hours Tony. This is Tipsy Russell. Y'all heard your boy. Tipsy Russell is in the house. You see all these damn bags of Crown Royal Peach? Why ain't got no more down
goodness.
here? Why ain't got no more down here? I want some more Crown Royal Peach in Middle Georgia. I'm going to do it this time. It's on. It's on. We only get the damn we only get the what bottle? The small bottle. We don't get the big one like everybody else. I told y'all last time, we don't need no more regular. We don't need no more black. We don't need no more apple. We don't need no more rye. We don't need no more vanilla. I went to the damn store today and they got a truck full of all of them with no damn peach. Y'all get on my damn nerves. My homeboy told me he go to Arizona. They got him in Walmart on the wall all the way up above his head, and we both 6 foot tall. This is some bullshit. I'm doing it. I'm done. Now I'm over. Okay, first thing. That's the second one. Actually, this is the second one. I want to talk to any and everybody out here who makes socks for men. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be random. This is going to be off. I want to talk to anybody who makes socks for men. For the love of God, when we ask you for size 10 through 13, can we get 10 through 13 instead of 6 through 12? I got these damn 6 through 12 size socks, and my toes are balled up like a fucking fist all day when I'm at work, man. We're tired of this. 10 through 13 and thick. We are athletic. We're not walking around in dress shoes. I'm an aircraft mechanic. I'm around 4,000.
I'm about to solve your problem right here. I'm about to solve your problem. I'm about to.
Wait.
This is what happens.
Hold on, Tru. Don't you start no more. I told you it's been a moment, but you hold the hell on because I know how you go. I'm going to finish mine first.
No, I'm about to.
I'm tired of these tight socks. I'm tired of my socks feeling like stockings.
Hold on. I'm about to solve your problem in 20 seconds.
I'm not done, bro. Hold on. Hold on, bro. I'm tired of these tight socks.
You got it.
We need 10 through 13 athletic socks. We don't need this tight shit no more. And I want everybody. Matter of fact, if Sean John, Fat Farm, Echo, P. Miller, Vocal, all of y'all, if y'all can start back making socks again, we need size 10 through 13. We do not need 6 through 12 no more. We do not need 6 through 12 no more. We do not need 6 through 12 no more. I spent a year trying to go around to these stores and order this stuff. All of y'all talk about, yeah, we got 10 through 13, but you're going to send me some socks in the mail that's 6 through 12. 6 through 12. I'm tired of it. Okay, now I'm done. My apologies. I appreciate everybody. Big ups to everybody up in here.
Sure. Right, because what happens in America is they get all their stuff from China, and all that stuff is small. So I used to wear a medium. And then all of a sudden I realized I had to up to a large, and it was because it was made in Korea and China and all these other places. And this shift happened heavily around like the early 90s, but it's feeded into every place now. So if you normally need socks, something tells me that the socks you're getting are likely from like North Korea, South Korea, where they're dirt cheap. You're going to have to like order your socks from like an actual American place where they have actual, I was about to say human feet sizes. Right. Be snarky, but you know what I'm saying? Some people are bigger than other people, and they, they're, women have the same issue with dresses and bras and stuff because a lot of it is coming from places where women aren't put together like American women. Yeah. Let's go that way.
They don't all need wire bras. I got you.
So I think you need to find like a shoe guy. And there's specialists, like not shoe, socks. There's specialist guys who make like all these great, like, design socks, and they make them here. So that might solve your problem.
Ted, I ain't mean to run over. I apologize, man.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't mean to solve his problem, Ted. I apologize, man.
No, true. You good.
No. Jordan, do you have any final comments?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Promise, Joy, not to interrupt you.
No, you good. I don't mind y'all. Like I said, I've been quiet for a couple of hours. I just want to get this out. I went to the liquor store today. Guess what else tripped me out? I heard something. The lady at the liquor store told me something I never heard in my life. I would have never believed me. And I know y'all ain't going to believe me, but I'll be damned if this woman ain't say it. I walked in the liquor store. She got a sign on the glass that says Crown Royal Peach. I'm like, good. So I got my pimp strut going. I mean, I'm walking up in there like the Whispers did in the video with the suits and shit, right? I'm like, yo, let me get a bottle of Crown Peach. I walked in there. You know what she told me? We don't have any more Crown Peach. I said, but you got the sign on the door. She said, no, we got the sign on the door, but we won't have any more until July because they ran out of glass.
Joy, I don't know if you want to follow that.
I'm not done. I wanted to give y'all a minute to hear what I said and make sure that y'all heard my words properly. The woman said Crown Royal ran out of glass to give me Crown Royal Peach. Crown Royal, Regal, people. You see my location. You got me up here on Haps. I just told you what the lady liquor store told me. Y'all need to get every liquor store down here, find out what the hell's going on, and get us our damn drink. I'm looking in the camera on purpose. Get us our damn drink. I got 35 homeboys waiting on Crown Royal Peach, just like I am. I know you're going to sell out. We don't know what the hell the problem is. How the hell every other state got liquor all over the place? Hold on. Ted, I know you ain't do me like that, Ted. I know you ain't do me like that, Ted.
I ain't do you like what?
I know you ain't do me like that, Ted. I know you ain't do me like that, Ted. You thought I wasn't paying attention to the screen, didn't you, Ted? I know you ain't do me like that, Ted. I know you ain't do me like that, Ted. I know you ain't do me like that.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
I'm completely lost as to what is going on.
We're talking about Tony wearing undersized ankle socks.
I do not wear undersized ankle socks. And you know what? I will show you the one they sent me in the mail. But if I put my foot on the internet,
if my lady was asking, I'm showing you my ankle socks right now.
No. Oh, you want to do this? You want to do this, bro?
I live in ankle socks. I live in them.
Oh my goodness!
Like that ankle socks.
You want to do this?
First of all, what do you wear? Who's wearing black socks with sandals? Come on now.
The ones I ordered online.
Seriously.
You look like a size 12 to you.
Now we whipping out socks. All right. Look, listen. Stop buying like socks from China. Is all I have to tell you.
You see the brand name on there? I'm trying to support black owned. They're bullshitting us.
Yes, sir.
Well, they probably get it from China.
Please, can you give us the final word before?
Just slice any further off the rails? I agree.
10 o'clock and Friday night. Don't nobody care no more because the kids supposed to be asleep. We all watch TV and everybody on mute. So I'm cutting up. Any final words for real? I think is anybody? Yeah, I'm going. Y'all free tomorrow night? Y'all want to do this again, man? What's up?
No, because I can do it partially, but Canelo's fighting tomorrow night.
What time?
It should start around 10.
I'll tell you what.
If we do this, it has to be before 10.
If we do it tomorrow night, I told everybody we can do it at the same time tomorrow night for the same amount of time. It's up to you, bro.
Okay.
So you can do Late Night Parents Part 2.
If we allow Joy the final word. So we
Joy got the final word. I'm done.
Okay, wait. Tru, are you done? Do you have any final words?
He's never done.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Have a good night. And
I don't believe you. I ain't make you mad yet.
I'll probably stream on Twitch after this or YouTube after this, but yeah.
So put in the comments best ways to follow you. But Joy, could you give us the final word? Please?
Yeah. You know, the best thing I can say is just be kind to one another, be respectful.
Amen.
And sometimes you just have to agree to disagree on certain issues. But just be kind and courteous to one another. You know, everybody wants you to be kind to them, but, you know, look and see if you're being kind to someone else. And just be respectful. You know, that's what, you know, most people want is just be kind and be respectful, you know, and to love your neighbor. So that's all I got to say.
Based on that, this is Ted Hicks, Late Night Parents. Ways to follow the show, latenightparents.com. If you go there, you'll find streams and podcasts of the audio version of this show. You'll also find our latest blogs and Twitter feed and, you know, the little bit of stuff that we do on Facebook.
Light this candle.
And that's about it. I want to thank everyone who was able to join us tonight. We're just roughly over 2 hours. All the people that are on the panel currently, to Joy, to Tru, to Tony D, to everyone that has joined in, whether from Mr. Tru Extra, to Michael Bathurst, Carlinda joined in, Ace World from the Sunday Night Smoke podcast, to everyone who has commented, from Takara to Jackie and all the other folks. You guys make this show. So I definitely appreciate you, all of you, for doing that, for taking the time out, because you could have been anywhere, but you were here. That's it.
God bless you and good night.
We're out. Good night.
Tomorrow night,
Good
man.
night.
Everybody, tomorrow night. Let's do it again tomorrow night, man. For real. Everybody, about a good hour. We do it again, all right?
Peace in here.